What's up? Welcome to Drawful. 5-player game. Good. I'll let you each draw twice this time, but no more. Let's do this. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something odd, like Doctor Who or Squirrel Watch. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, don't mess this up. Hello everyone, this is Drawful. Since there are 5 of you playing, I'm going to have you each draw twice. Alright, enough jibber jabber, let's play! Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something unusual, like Spaghetti Monster or Casual Fridays. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, get to drawing! hit send in the next 30 seconds, no one will ever see your picture.
Ding, 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 ding. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hey!
All right, it's drawful time. Okay, we have what? 5 of you? That's the perfect amount for 2 rounds of drawing. Let's do this thing. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something kind of strange, like Baby Spider-Man or Lincoln's Ghost. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, just try your best.
Hey!
Okay, you have 30 seconds to hit send or your drawing will be lost forever.
Ding, 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 ding. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hola, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. Just trust us, we totally can. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's proceed. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Henry VIII made a jester sing to him during bowel movements. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. The cherry pit spitting world record is over 93 feet. There is a picture of Burt Reynolds hidden in every episode of Jag. A Chilean astronaut accidentally kicked a soccer ball through a Mir space station window. The Dalai Lama follows Katy Perry on Twitter. Andrew Jackson won Lake Erie from Canada in a game of poker. Mao Zedong offered 10 million Chinese women to Henry Kissinger. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your new fact categories. Mozart wrote a song called Lick Me in the Arse. A giant squid's head converts into a second penis during mating season. Nixon trademarked the phrase, "I am not a crook." Albert Einstein was born on Pi Day, March 14th. Mark Twain invented the elastic clasp bra strap. The longest pinball game ever lasted for 3 months. Dublin is the leading producer of tiny green bowler hats in the world. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is the labors of Hercules. Which of these are among the real labors of Hercules from classic mythology, and which are just made up? Spending a day as a woman. Getting apples. Babysitting. Wrestling the Minotaur. Cleaning the poop out of a stable. Making a sandwich. Stealing a belt. Let's see the final scores.
Start of game activation is live. Okay, we're set.
Has anyone seen Nate Shapiro? He hasn't come into the office in like 15 years.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. You know, if the four of you get real close, it's like Mount Rushmore. There's your hardware. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. Okay, let's hit it.
Get ready, time for question. One.
To begin with, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Players 3 and 4. What are you implying exactly? Players 1 and 2. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
Up next, his acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages? The McCona Industrial Age? The McCona Middle Ages? Or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 4, 10. Players 2 and 4. Players 1 and 3. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Next up, Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Hello? Player 1. The Count would be so disappointed. Player 3. Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! That earned you an extra grand. And yet, none of them have ever blinked. How about Duck Duck Swan? Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Player 2, cue the swan song. Players 1, 3, and 4. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. Here we have the man in the backwards yellow hat, and it's a dis or dat. Player 4. That score is embarrassing. Play this dis or dat and make me proud. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Now, the rest of you need to hear this. Lock in your answers before Player 4 does, because if Player 4 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split that cash. Alrighty then, here it comes. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Act a house. Got high on ether. Ew, baby, 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 ew. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. Round 1 is in the books, and Player 1 is ahead, at least for the moment. Don't forget, all the questions in Round 2 are worth double. And keep in mind, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. Alright, you ready? Too bad. Take a good look at Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 4. Now that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Player 3. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Players 1 and 2? No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won! The greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Why not try? Let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Player 4, how about it? Player 2, sweet dreams. Players 1 and 3, 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
And now, kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? That answer has a hole in it. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Next, wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Player 4, you there? Player 2, let this be a lesson to you. Players 1 and 3, next time try this. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Try this on for size. I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 3. Players 1 and 2. I think at that point it would practically be coming out the other end. Player 4. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Step right up to the jacket. Ah, I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck.